Hey everybody, welcome back to game 2 of the Cevo Open. This is a group stage game with standard meta killers going up against Hidden Power. And last game, Hidden Power had a very dominant performance. They picked a Phantom Assassin and she farmed. And there just wasn't a whole lot SMK could do about it this time though. Hopefully they get a better draft. And I'm not saying it was just the PA, she had a great supporting cast. The Batrider play was very good, as well as the Earthshaker play, and they go ahead and pick that up again. But quickly, we're going to run through the other drafts. We've got Centaur and Viper banned out by SMK, as well as the Tide Hunter and Terrorblade again for Hidden Power. First pick overall was the Vengeful Spirit from SMK, and then it was Earthshaker Skywrath for Hidden Power. Doom grabbed by SMK just now, and they're going to be securing themselves, I think, a little bit better late game this time. And also a hero that can fight a little bit earlier and get some more farm in the Doom. Unfortunately, their Centaur in the last game just didn't get any sort of experience, gold, anything really. He was level 3 at one point, and the Batrider was level 5. There wasn't not a whole lot you can do about that. Sometimes it just goes wrong, and all downhill from there. Not saying it was his fault. 14, he did what he could. There just wasn't a whole lot you can do against a Earthshaker, Vengeful Spirit PA lane. You're gonna get slowed by the dagger. Venge is gonna walk up and stun you, and then you're gonna get fissure blocked. And at that point, it's a rough day for a melee offlaner, especially one who doesn't have a mobility spell of some sort. Like Magnus, I think there, which I know some people in Twitch chat wanted to see. Shout out to Twitch chat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. They uh, they wanted to see a Magnus, and honestly, a Magnus there might not have died as much. As long as there's no one in front of you, you can always skewer away over top of a fissure wall. We'll see if maybe that's an option this time. Faceless Void was banned out by SMK as well. And we're going to have to see if Hidden Power want to run the same lineup or a similar lineup or not. I mean, it worked out great for him. Why not? But we'll have to wait and see here. I'm curious as to what they're going to do with the Doom. He's kind of ambiguous, right? You can run him solo off lane or even in a solo safe lane or start him in the jungle, even though that is usually considered fairly slow. It's not terrible. But the only place you don't see him run is mid. And I mean, that's happened once or twice. You just don't see it too much. But either way. Sorry, Digital makes me laugh. He's a funny guy. Clockwork banned out by Hidden Power, so interesting there. Wonder what that's going to lead up into their picks next. Maybe somebody who doesn't want to get isolated too much. Who really struggles like that? They might be looking for a Drow this game if they're banning out the clock. Void's already banned out by SMK, and the Juggernaut again banned. He was banned first phase last game by SMK. And at the second phase here is Hidden Power. They didn't pick up any sort of wars, but
10 seconds to go.
nonetheless, they're gonna look to move on. Razor is the final ban for Hidden Power, and they quickly snap up the bat again. This time it is into Avenge, so SMK, they have a much better way to deal with the Batrider. I mean, they had a Shadow Demon last time, but they weren't able to do a whole lot. One other problem that they had is, while the Wraith King was farmed, there wasn't a whole lot he could do just because the PA was so incredibly farmed. It was like 26 minutes in. She had a Battle Fury, MKB, and it was just... No, yeah, Battle Fury and an MKB, and it was unreal. Wraith King just melted to her. And Slark's going to be the pickup for SMK, so pretty good against the bat. He can lasso him and, leash him, and then there's nowhere bat can go. Even if he's got someone lassoed, or even if Slark just manages to catch him out, bat will not be able to get away from him. Cannot break the tether with the flying terrain passing. Going into a bit of bonus time here for Hidden Power. Imagine they'll pick up a core. They've got their off laner now. Just going to be picking up their mid lane and the safe lane. I still think Invoker would be, or not Invoker, sorry. It could work here, actually. Terrible, burn the mana. Anyways, Phantom Assassin could be another choice here. Or the Drow Ranger. I think those are both heroes that they have options for. I'll have to see what they want to do as far as the draft goes. But nonetheless, as the clock ticks down, what else combos up well with the bat. Because I mean, last time they had Avenge done. I mean, they've got the Earthshaker, they've got the Skywrath Mage. So when you lasso somebody, Skywrath can drop the ulti on them or silence them for the bonus magic damage and whatnot. They actually have pretty good tools to deal with the Slark. Batrider can blink lasso the bat very quick, and they're gonna go back with the PA. Not too surprised. It worked out well for them last time. They PL's obviously very comfortable on the hero, farmed very very well with it. But Bat's going to. I think this works out pretty well for them still. They have the Earthshaker combo. It's unfortunate they don't have the second hard stun. But nonetheless, what offlaners would be left for their, or sorry, mid laners would be left? They've got Puck is still an option, also very good against the Slark. The AoE silence is instant and well, pretty well, honestly. Gonna have to wait and SMK. They need something that can damage this PA. I'm thinking if they get a Lina or a Lion, I think would be really, really good. The instant Hex to deal with the Batrider or the PA when they go in would be really strong, as well as the Lina's ulti going through Magic Immunity when she gets an Ags, assuming it goes that late. But even before then, just doing massive amounts of magical damage. That's what they need in order to burst down the PA. Okay, so they get someone else who's a little bursty, a little bit. They get Ogre. I guess that's alright, but I still think Lion would have been better here. Lion actually I think would have been the best. The Hex is just so strong. Removes the PA's evasion as well. But we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully it'll work out a little better for him. And final bans are coming out. I wonder if we'll see two hard farmers banned out again. Last time Hidden Power, they banned out the Medusa. Didn't want to deal with that, but this time I imagine they just go with an offlaner. Or sorry, a mid laner. As Slark's probably going to be in the safe lane, Doom in the off lane, or vice versa. One thing they'll have to watch, though, is they do have Slark, Venge, Ogre. They could go aggressive tri-lane here, coming out from SMK, and that could really punish the PA or the Skywrath or Shaker. Any three of those heroes get caught by a lasso, or sorry, not the lasso, the pounce, and they're going to drop very, very quick. Let me know if the stream is lagging, guys. I don't think it should be. I think it's just my laptop running really, really friggin' hot and slowing down, but it's not too bad. Spectre is going to be their final ban, so they ban out a very, very hard one position, and we'll have to wait and see what they want to pick up for their final. Actually, Magnus banned out, so I'm not too surprised by that. I don't think that was on Hidden Power's agenda. They already have their offlaner. I guess mid Magnus is the common thing, but I don't know. Magnus and PA, they do pair really well, so it's probably not bad. And it's actually going to be an LC pickup, so maybe mid bat and offlane LC or vice versa. We'll have to. They can kind of run the lanes a little bit differently if they want to. They can swap the Legion and the LCs, sorry, the Legion and the bats positions pretty easily if they want to. Both heroes good in the mid and off lane. And if they're expecting an aggressive tri-lane, like I suggested earlier, running the Legion Commander solo up against the hero would be pretty solid. Legion would be able to farm very effectively against the Doom. Has a lot of magical burst to harass him back, as well as the extra damage coming out for I can't think of it. Overwhelming odds is the word. Well, name anyway. Hey, they've only got 10 seconds left. They got to make a choice here pretty quick. What's it going to be, guys? Need a mid. What are you going to fall back on? They're going to go for the brew again. Was it them that had the brew? No. Yeah, it was. It was them that they had the brewmaster again. Yeah. Crazy. The flame in Twitch chat is real. Wait, harsh. Harsh, harsh, harsh. No flamerino, cappuccino, uperino, all that fun stuff. But either way, just waiting for the heroes to select, or sorry, the players to select the heroes. Only two left. Looks like they're just talking about how they want to lane this. I'm guessing it's a mid brew off lane, solo Doom, and then a tri lane consisting of the Slark, Venge, Ogre. and they want the Legion solo up against the Doom, or actually the Bat solo up against the Doom would be the best. Legion could handle the Brewmaster. I'll have to see how they want to go here. But I'm gonna quickly run through the teams. We've got Hero of Time playing the Skywrath Mage. Event is on the Earthshaker. TM26 is playing that Legion Commander. TL is on the Phantom Assassin, and Dolaris is playing the Batrider. That is Hidden Power on the Radiant side. Now, the Dire, we've got stand-in 14 on the Doom. He's going solo offlane, it looks like. And we're going to have Chapina on the Brewmaster. Mayapan, or Mayapan, I guess, is on the Slark. Additive is playing the Vengeful Spirit. And Mucifer is playing the Ogre Magi. And we might actually see, if Doom's not careful, oh no, he's going to loop around. He's going to get spotted. Dagger's going to fly out. They're going to be able to rotate through. Fissure, I imagine, is going to get leveled up here. They spot where he's going. They get a concussive shot off onto him. He's going to get blocked in, stunned up. Bat's now there as well. This is going to be a first blood going the way of the Radiant. We're just going to see who they're going to let have it. He's blocked in here. It's a terrible, terrible mess. Hero of Time picks up first blood on a Doom. Caught out and alone. Scared, terrified, and in a corner trapped between 5 other people. It's not great. But either way. So first blood comes out, and getting it on support's actually pretty solid. He was going to be able to get a very nice early pair of boots and be able to rotate around. What's interesting though is they're probably assuming the Doom got a ward down, but I imagine once they see him, they'll know he didn't. And they're actually going to run Legion in. That's not too surprising. Legion's in the mid lane. Batrider's going to go to the off lane. And I think Legion up against the Brew is going to be alright. Legion looks like he got the bound rune, so he's going to have that bit of an advantage here. Doesn't want to get crit down. And there comes the overwhelming odds spam. Once he gets his bottle, he can keep that up all day. In the bottom lane, Doom is going to be zoned out even harder than the Centaur was, I think. Sure, he's got Torched Earth once he gets a point into it, but he can't even get close enough to devour a creep. Hero of Time's just sitting there. He's not level 2 yet, doesn't have Arcane Bolt. Can't really push him back too much. But either way, Doom's going to continue throwing out the body blocks and going to give it his best. Up top, looks like Dolaris is starting to trade blows with the Ogre Magi, and there's not a lot Ogre can do to zone out a Bat. Batrider, he's going to be able to... Oh, he's actually going to get pounced, so a bit of a misplay there. He throws out some Napalm. He's going to come down. No stun from the Ogre, though. Now there's a stack of Napalm. One more click from someone. There it is. Venge is going to be able to pick it up. They get a second... Or sorry, their first kill. Second kill of the game. Coming off on the offlaner. So both offlaners struggling a little bit here. And I'm going to give up a death early. And oddly, that Batrider one I think is worse than the Doom's. He is a little higher level and already in lane. Creeps have already spawned. Doom didn't miss any creeps. He was able to, mid lane, trading blows. Neither one willing to go for the man fight there. Legion Commander is going to have another overwhelming odds soon. If Brew's not careful, well, he'll be alright. Level 2 overwhelming odds doesn't do that much damage. But, what I was getting at is Batrider, because he was a little higher level and the creeps were already out, he actually missed more than the Doom did as far as experience goes. Doom is gonna looks like he's gonna rotate into the jungle, and they're gonna sack this lane again up against the PA, who last time by 13 minutes had about 90 CS, which is a terrifying amount of CS. So we'll see how it goes again. Might just go straight for the Battle Fury Rush, but we'll have to wait and see. Looks like Earthshaker and Skywrath are going to rotate through. No smoke popped, but they're just going to look to go. Legion Commander's pushed very far up onto the high ground. They ping it out. They want him to go. Fissure, it's going to be there. Unfortunately, it's on the wrong side. They're going to have to back off. Just a little bit off there. If it connects, I think they might be able to go. But, oh, they don't have Arcane Bolt yet. They need that for their extra little bit of damage. But either way. Game 26, he's doing alright in the mid lane up against the Brewmaster. He's beaten him by 3 CS, but both of them struggling. A lot of harass going back and forth each way. Top lane, Batrider, he's been able to... He's level 2 here. Not doing as well as he did last time. Where is the Doom? Back in the base. Bought a TP and is going back bottom now. Solo up against the PA. He's got the Unholy Aura, so he's going to have that extra bit of regen. Going to devour a crip. Yes, a crip. And look to push that in. I don't know. It's unfortunate the lane's going to push because of the Unholy Aura. But either way. Up top, where are the Skywrath and the Earthshaker? They're smoked up here, and they're going to look to go on the Brewmaster. He's sitting very far forward. They have a fissure. He's not able to get around. Oh, he gets it off. Unfortunately, Bruce is able to get squeezed through that little opening and not going to get passed down. He just needed it a little more that way. That's narrow. Anyways, but he wasn't quite able to get the angle. He needed to be almost like down here, going like that, or something along those lines. Just couldn't quite pinch him off, and unfortunately not a lot. And Doom is just getting harassed down. No armor is very unfortunate up against the PA, especially at a level decipit. Meanwhile, that rider goes down top. Looks like he got caught by a pounce, then the double stun is again, which I mean is a pretty easy setup. So I mean, he's soaking experience. Are there stacks for him in the jungle? I think this one stacks. So this one stacked once. He'll be able to use it to catch up. We'll see if Gareth is going to stack something else for him. Okay, this one is as well. So he's got a handful of stacks. Oh, Phantom Assassin diving very deep. Venge is going to come in. Unfortunately, TPs to... wouldn't have had mana anyway for Magic Missile, but doesn't TP quite in. And the supports are going to rotate back down to help out their PA. She's sitting at 23 and 10, 4 minutes in. Slark is 20 and 1. So farming a lot better than he did in the previous game, and actually has a Midas recipe on in his stash. Imagine he'll bring that out to him and use the Midas as soon as it pops up. Doom, what are you saving up for? He's got 800 gold, no boots yet. I think he probably wants to pick up a pair of browns even if he doesn't upgrade them. Otherwise, he's going to be able to get chased down here. It's going to be a lot easier to land fissures on him. Legion Commander's got a haste rune, almost level 6. 300 experience away. 1200 gold in the bank. We'll see what he goes for as well. There's a lot of different ways you can build Legion. You can go for... usually you go treads. Not too often you see phase boots. I don't think it's that good. I think treads are a lot better. But then you can see... Usually it's a first item blink. Then after that... Maelstrom or the Blade Mail. I think Maelstrom's a lot better. It doesn't pigeonhole you into only going for duels and farming and getting experience that way. But it lets you, oh, gonna drop an Ob Sword, actually, and Doom, oh, again, the fissure block just a little bit off. They pinch him in there, he dies. Unfortunately, it's not quite there. Legion's actually got a haste rune, and they're looking to go. She's got duel, but I don't think she's gonna be able to get this. That said, she does a lot of damage. They need more from the Skyreth Mage. They're not gonna be able to finish him off, and the Brewmaster has not rotated in. Legion's gotta be careful she doesn't go too deep. She's gonna get stunned up, chain stunned, actually. Ogre Magi, oh, one more swipe from the Fire Panda. That's gonna pick off the Legion. He goes down, and so they go for the Doom. He had Scorched Earth activated. That's what kept him alive there. And if he doesn't have that, he would have been able to go down. Or if the, unfortunately, Event didn't land the fissure, so he falls. But Solaris doing all right in the offlane now that he's kind of left alone up here with Slark. He should be okay, just as long as he doesn't get pounced underneath a tower or up against too many creeps. Slark is level 7 though. Batrider's only level 5. So it is a little scary for him. TL farming pretty effectively. Gonna be able to pick up... Oh, he is gonna go for a pair of brown boots this time. Not rushing it without boots like he did in the last game. Not feeling his farms quite there. A little bit worried. So we'll have to see how this goes for him. I imagine he's still gonna get a Battle Fury in a very good timing, as he does not seem to have a problem hitting creeps. Doom is now rotated back into the lane and promptly eats a dagger crit for a quarter of his health. What a lovely welcome. PA's got another one up in a moment as well. And the second one comes through. She's actually going to blink. The fissure's there this time. They're going to let it go. Net comes out. Phantom Assassin has got another blink. She gets a crit. Dagger not going to come out. She's getting chain stunned, and they look like they're going to be able to turn this onto the Earthshaker. He is going to be going down. PA dropping very low as well. They need to get in range for another stun. Venge doesn't have one. PA is able to blink away. Going to promptly salve up. Excellent rotation coming up from SMK. They save their Doom, and they get a kill in return. It was a 3-man rotation, but same time, it's much better than losing out on a hero. Legion Commander still farming away, no boots. Going for, I imagine, just rushing the Blink Dagger. It's a little dubious, but either way, seems like it's going to work out for him. He's been left alone pretty much entirely here. And PA farm going to get reduced a little bit by that action, but nonetheless, we'll be alright. And I believe she's got the rest of her Perseverance coming out. Yes, she does. So, once she has the Perseverance, she can dagger spam all day long. Doesn't have to worry about it. And Earthshaker... Ooh, gonna find an Invis rune. This is actually pretty big. It would not have been spotted by that. And, in fact... Actually, it would have been spotted by this. That would have seen it. I'm not sure if they'll know where he went. I didn't see any pings on the map, so I'm not too sure if they were acknowledging it. But, either way... SMK HP. Game 2. Farming. A lot more than they were last time. Last time it was there was they farmed for a little bit, and then all of a sudden all hell broke loose, and SMK got routed once or twice in the mid lane, and it's all over for them there. Shaker still has this invis rune, unfortunately not able to find anyone. Everybody's playing super defensive with it. They know that it's out there. Venge is actually sitting nice and a little ways behind the brew. Going to be able to protect him and provide some assistance if he needs it. Like Legion's... Oh, Doom DCs. I imagine we'll get a pause here. Oh, Doom's back.
About time.
And he quickly reconnects. That was the quickest pause, or the quickest DC reconnect I've ever seen. And I thought he would have been gone for a little bit longer. Now back to farming. And gonna look to just continue this jungling thing. And so this is one thing that the Doom pick has over that the Centaur didn't. Is in a situation like this, Centaur needs to be fighting. Like, he doesn't farm that well. He can't go sit in lane against the PA. He's just gonna die. He can't go farm the jungle. His hero's not that good at it. Whereas Doom here, he can, and he's gonna eventually have a Midas. Unfortunately, not able to finish off this Wildkin, so that's gonna be a little bit annoying. He's gonna stack it though. Wildkin. Oh no, it's gonna pull too early. Gotta pull it further out that way. You want to stack that one. But we're gonna see a big 3-man rotation. Magic Missile comes out onto TL. It's gonna wear off. He's still standing strong, dodging a lot of these hits. The split comes out as well, but he's getting rotations. Blinks to the Earthshaker. Nice fissure. No Echo Slam to come out, but she's still alive. She's gonna get hit by the Immolation. One right click. Oh, she manages to dodge out of the way. And gonna get hit by the boulder. She dodges the hit from the Panda, dodges it again, and now Panda's gonna have to back off. He did have a clap. He could have finished it off. Dagger's gonna come through. Wave of Terror does not drop the PA. Oh, if he had just stayed there with the melee Panda, dropped the clap, and then ran, he might have been okay. But I mean, Legion was there. The duel could have happened at any moment. Legion actually has a Blink Dagger now. They might look to go, and that is incredibly unfortunate. TL getting some RNGesus dodges there. That would have dropped her. She was incredibly low. Did tango up mid-fight, which helped a little bit, but she also had an excellent team that rotated for her. So, they're going to be okay. Legion's got his Blink Dagger and is going to want to be farming with this. Batrider does not have his. 1,300 gold away. Looks like Brown Boots coming up for the Legion now as well. And, I mean, top's getting pushed in quite heavily. Two range creeps and a catapult up there. No one seems to be rotating for it, so they're gonna let it fall. Not too sure. Bench has a Smoke of Deceit ready. Legion has a duel up, and they're pinging out the Earthshaker. Skywrath Mage, not level 6 yet, level 5 only. Does have Arcane Bolt though, level 3. Can spam it out a handful of times, twice during a duel. Get it out once at the beginning and then the duel, so a fair bit of damage there as well. We'll have to wait and see. Earthshaker looks like he's just sitting beside his PA. He's got enough stick charges to, if he pops him, he can throw out a fissure, but gonna have to wait and see. PA looks pretty content to farm. Gonna get stunned up here. Venge is in the area as well. Throws out another stun. Doom's there. Doom is, however, going to land. Looks like TL is gonna be the one dropping. Is he gonna be able to? No, he's not gonna run for the deny. Instead, he's just gonna hide in the bushes. He's gonna go down eventually. There's not a lot he can do. Burns some time, but eventually does drop. Doom credited with the kill. Fortunately, he wasn't able to get this way over to the Shaker. No deny coming out. Up top, Slark has been having a very quiet game and sitting incredibly farmed with a Midas and a Blink Dagger at 12 minutes in, as well as fully completed power treads. He's got 90 CS as well. So I'm very interested as to what's going to happen once he starts to rotate. I think we'll have a much better game on our hands. Batrider dropped quite low, must have been jungling. But Legion probably wants to go, has this Blink duel, hasn't been able to use it yet. Slark just sitting in the jungle, hitting creeps. And with his ulti, he's actually level 11. Holy. He is way higher level than anyone else in the map. He's got 2 levels on the Phantom Assassin, who has been left alone just as much as he has. And the Legion Commander, who, I mean, would be fairly high level if he'd been sitting in a lane, but he's been rotating so much. And they haven't been falling that far behind. SMK actually doing very well, leading the kill board right now. Yes, the early pickoff certainly paying work. And HP not off to quite as dominant game as they were before. But Phantom Assassin is going to have a pretty quick Battle Fury as well. He's a 900 gold away from it. Earthshaker, he does not have his boots yet. Still saving up for the manas. Sorry, mana boots. Glarus does have his blink though. Now they can look for more pickoffs. They really want Skywrath Mage level 6 though. Need that extra burst damage in order to pick someone off quickly, especially within a duel. If I mean, Slark doesn't have that much health, so they can duel him down pretty quickly. But he's actually going to rotate bottom. Imagine he's probably going to look for a solo kill on this PA. Got to be careful. Earthshaker's in the area. Imagine he knows he's here. Take a look at Dire Vision. Sees the PA moving around there, so I'm stacking. Gonna ping it out, and they see the Legion top. But other than that, oh, Bat's gonna get spotted by this ward. And those are Shakers. So the gig is up. They know that they're in their jungle. Imagine we're gonna have a smoke here. Do they have one on anyone? Oh, they don't. PA's drawn on the map. A little bit scared to go up to the creep wave, which is, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. They could have rotated through like this, but they didn't. They've rotated it up into the mid and into their own jungle, and they're just gonna continue farming here. Which, I mean, they've got a Doom and a Slark, both with Midas, so the longer the AFK farm continues, the better it is for them. Doom now has Doom back up. Gonna be pushing into the lane, devour a creep, and walk away. Interesting choice. He went for the mana burn. Kinda a little bit strange there, but nonetheless. Gonna look to rotate through. Top lane. Skywrath and the PA, they've got duel up and ready. Oh, Slark's gonna miss the pounce. Legion's there, throws out the ulti. He's gonna get the duel off. PA looks to go on him. Silence onto Slark, and he's gonna go down. We have a winner. And, oh, Panda comes in, though. We might have another winner on our hands as he picks up a kill on the Skywrath Mage. Legion's there, gonna start TPing out. He's gonna get spotted. No. Oh, he does. Unfortunately, unable to complete the TP. As he gets lifted, he does not have his blink up. He's going to be going down. Stunned up again, and he's going to drop. Do they want to re-engage? They've got a lasso. Venom Assassin has a blink strike. Going to go. He needs a crit. Unfortunately, not going to find it. Dagger comes out. Oh, and it's enough to finish him off. He's dropping very low, and in the end, it's a 2-for-1. They win the duel, and they get 2 kills. One on the very high priority Slark. He was level 12, and he gave away a fair bit of experience here. Not fully updated yet, or maybe, oh, that's just the one with the ogre going down. But either way, that's going to be a big pickup for that. What do you want, digital? Yes, I see it. Test. Yeah, okay, whatever. You're just, either way. Slark, he's 1500 gold in the bank. Unfortunately, his first death, and we'll have to see what item he wants to go here. Doom is sitting bottom here. I'm curious why he's got mana burn. I guess it helps with the PA. Burn her so she can't blink around and stuff like that. Deals decent damage. I don't know. On a 18-second cooldown, 100 damage. Is that good? I don't know. But they're actually, oh, they're gonna find a decent stack here for the Bat Rider. He's gonna be able to rotate around, and PA actually has a Battle Fury. You're gonna look to clean these up and actually jacking them. Nope, not quite. They just kind of split the camp. PA and Bat doing some team jungling here, and all in all, it's looking out for them. They're catching up as far as levels go. They're not as far behind as they were, and they've both hit that, or PA at least has hit that crucial level 11, getting that second level in coup de grace. M26. He's going to be sitting in the lane. They've got pretty good vision here. They know where they are. Are they smoked up? No, they aren't. They don't have one, in fact. Panda ult still in cooldown, another 16 seconds. And Venge is level 6. Doom is up, though. Ooh, Earthshaker, where was he? He falls mid to the very farm Slark. It's really hard to deal with that blink pounce initiation. There's not a lot you can do. And speaking of Slark, he's got 2,500 gold. Probably going to look for an Eye of Scotty fairly soon. Venom Assassin does get Scotted. Brewmaster's there. Has a blink. He's going to blink clap as well. Gets it off. And the Bat's going to go in. PA blinks across the trees and manages to get the kill. Swap disjoints the lasso. That said, Legion Commander's there. He throws out the duel. Going to get lifted. Mystic Flare. That's going to be a winner, even though he's up in the air. Doom comes out onto the PA. She's going to look thrown away. Earthshaker's there. They're going to be able to finish off this Doom. They need one more click. They're able to get it. Panda has now run out of his ulti form. Multicast on the Bat. He's still strong, though. Fissure kind of protecting SMK. They had a chance to get away from there. Now it looks like they've lost that chance. Echo Slam comes out as well, and that's going to be the end of the Panda. PA throws a long-range dagger, looking to close the gap. Not going to be able to. But that's a triple kill for Hero of Time. And in the end, that is, I want to say, a 3-0 their way. Yes, it was. A 2,400 gold swing and 2,800 experience going the way of HP. They're going to be very happy with that, and they're going to claim a tier 1 tower.
Can't do
So,
nothing about
very good plays coming from them. I was very impressed with the Skywrath, able to Mystic Flare the Vengeful Spirit and get the dual win for her Legion. Even though he was up in the air, no one was in any sort of position to get in melee range with the Venge.
banged up.
Excellent positioning from them and a very nice team fight. These fissures have been on point though. So very impressive. Legion Commander looks like she's going to be going for a Blade Mail. Maybe look to pick it up. Go for the Reflection, which I guess is fine as long as you're dueling a lot. But if it comes down to a lot of these like stints where you're just farming, I think it's much better to go for the Maelstrom. I'll have to wait and see. PA hits very hard now, not farming as well as she was before. It actually has her phase boots now, but we'll see what she goes for next. She doesn't really need evasion, or there's a Brewmaster, so I mean, getting the MKB would still be really good this game, but she doesn't need it as much as she did before. Batrider, he's got a Force Staff, I believe. He's got most of a Force. Yeah, he's got the 2 components, just needs the recipe. And we're actually going to see them push top here. PA looking to farm this up. Maybe bait out the Slark. He's in the area. He's got his Blink Pounce ready. I'm going to have to wait and see, though. Looks like they're not going to go. Does Skywrath have a smoke? Oh, he doesn't. Does Earthshaker? He does. So we'll see if they want to smoke into the jungle. That said, they're going to look for the Slark. He's going to blink to him. They're not going to be able to get off the duel. He's going to go. Batrider is in the area, though. Has Lasso. Dagger's going to connect. He's going to be able to get it off. Unfortunately, the Purge is there. Swap as well. Fissure, not long enough range. And they're going to back off. So all 5 heroes all 10 heroes sitting up in this top lane, and not a lot can happen of it. Hero Time caught in an awkward position here. Trapped right in here by his own Fissure. That was right like that. Oh, Slark blinks forward. Panda blink, clap. He's going to split as well. They're going to be able to pick up the Skywrath Mage. There it is. He goes down. The Pandas are going forward looking for another kill, but they're not. They're going to stop the dive. Legion's got duel ready if they want to wait for something. Phantom Assassin has rotated to the bottom lane. Just going to push that out. As it looks like Brewmaster is going to push this tower. He's just going to walk out of there. And Batrider's in the area. Legion has a blink duel, but that's 5 of them. You don't want to duel into that. And Batrider does not have Lasso for a moment. Earthshaker does have Echo Slam, but no way to get into the fray. Meanwhile, PA farming up a big stack here. Pretty impressive. And it's got 1,500 gold in the bank. Not sure if he thinks on the Crow or not, but either way. So far, whole lot of nothing coming out from those 2 teams up top. Haster's bottom, just as a side note. See who picks that up. But we'll see where they want to go with it. Hero of Time. He's almost also got a Force Staff of his own. The Bat's going to have it in about 500 gold. Roughly the same amount for the Skywrath Mage. Once they get those 2 mobility items, I think it'll be a lot better. And then they can let Earthshaker try and farm up his Blink Dagger. I imagine the Shaker's been letting the Skywrath get a little bit more farm just because he was so close to the so close to it. Clark actually has a 21-minute Scotty and is clearing up a very large ancient stack. He's taking quite a bit of damage from this though. Gotta be a little bit careful. Hopefully that doesn't get spotted out, otherwise it's gonna be a bad day for SMK. But Stark's gonna pick up a haste and an invis rune at the same time, and he's gonna look to game. Look at that go.
Yes.
And see where who wants to go with that. Gonna spot out the Batrider and the Legion. Could maybe go for a solo pick. Instead, he's gonna run into the Earthshaker, but Skywrath Mage is in the area. Earthshaker does not get off the silence, but Skywrath does not get off the silence, but Earthshaker goes down very quick, and the haste rune lets Slark just run out of there. So Slark gets a little bit of RNG Jesus coming out his way. The Dota God smiled upon him, and able to find a nice, quick, clean kill on a support with that, and then promptly back in the jungle to use that Midas. So getting a lot of value out of this, as well as getting a lot of farm. If we take a look at net worth, unsurprisingly, he is topping the charts by a very substantial amount. He is 1,200 net worth. That was so hard. I don't know why. But nonetheless, they're going to continue to farm away. Doom is rotated through to help him with the stack. Going for an early Ags, which is really good, as it'll disable Phantom Assassin's Blur and Coup de Grace, I believe, now with an Ags. Yeah, it'll be fine. HP hasn't been rotating as well as they were in the last game. They're just not finding the same kind of pickoffs and opportunities as they were before. They're not as aggressive. They're a lot more scared this game. I mean, they're down, but they're not down that much. They have the tools to deal with the Slark, even though he's got a lot of health. Phantom Assassin can tear through it very quickly with a couple of crits. Scarlet Mage also very good at it. And then they've got the control coming up from the Bat, Legion, Earthshaker. Like, they have control for days. Just, I'm not sure why they seem so worried about it. They're baiting right now with the Legion Commander. I'm sure that SMK, they know where they are, but Mark, did they see each other? Not sure. Their vision. Oh, he does. He's going to go into the Bat Rider. No silence. He's going to purge, though. They need another stun. Unfortunately, a little bit too late here. They're going to look to go. They get the duel off. Echo Slam used as well. PA's on the Slark. They get the winner. Scarlet Mage dropping very low. The Panda had blinked in and ultied. And they're going to finish out the Scarlet Mage, but Panda might go down just instead. Doom is there, though, and an incredible fissure comes out from the Earthshaker. PA is going to be able to walk away. Doom starting to drop low. Legion fairly hurt as well. Is he going to go for the overwhelming odds? Throws it out. Unfortunately, doesn't catch the Doom. Doesn't catch enough of them. And it's a 2-for-1 going the way of SMK. Actually, unfortunately, a 3-for-1 as they are unable to deny Phantom Assassin. Got dual damage worth? I guess. I don't know. It's very unfortunate there. They made the best out of it, though, and they did get the Slark, which is arguably worth a lot, but it's not what you want here. And they kind of got to be careful here. Is he going to give me a swap onto the Legion Commander? He eats another stun. Going to pop his Blade Mail. Oh, Ogre Magi dropping very low to the Mystic Flare. Doom's here. They're also low. If only Earthshaker had a Echo Slam, but he's going to be able to finish off the Panda. Oh, maybe not. Unfortunately, Legion blinked into the trees. Oh, Panda's now going to be able to blink away. You cannot disjoint the dubs, though. That might be enough to finish him off. Actually, the Fissure Snipe is going to be there. Slark's now back into the fight. He's going to go in, gets the Scarlet Mage. Stun comes out onto the Earthshaker again. Lassoed and pounce. Lassoed and purge. Sorry, Dark Pacted down. And Bat Rider's going to run away. And now it's HP that are unfortunately just bleeding into a lane here. Giving up a lot of kills where they could have just backed and been a lot better off for it. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, Slark diving the tower. He's going to find a Legion Commander. Duel is up, but I mean... Oh, he's going to throw it out onto the Doom. This is really risky. He needs a proc. Oh, the swap's there. Winner Doom. He gets 14 free damage. If that swap's not there, Doom might actually have gone down. Legion Commander was in mid-swing, and if he'd gotten a 1 or 2 Moment of Courage procs there, it would have been alright, but he unfortunately goes for the duel, speeds the kill, and he was going to be pretty happy with that. 14 free damage. That jungle speed is going to be real. And now he gets an Alpha Wolf, so he's providing a significant amount more damage in these fights, as well as giving it himself with the crit chance and the extra 30% damage. Clark also, that's going to do a lot for him as he's sitting around with a lot of these bonus stacks, so providing himself with a significant amount of extra agility. So the percentage-based buffs are quite good. I guess that's one reason why Venge is so nice with the Slark, as Vengeance Aura is a percentage of your base damage. And now he picks up a Basher, so lots of really good items coming for him. The ability to lock someone in place without using Pounce now available, as well as canceling TPs or anything going through BKBs. Not that there are any ready, but interesting. PA has a Demon Edge as well. Looks like she's going for another MKB. She's not snowballing as hard as she was before, though, so we'll have to see how it goes. But nonetheless, TM26 hasn't really gotten anything in the last 10 minutes. Batriders finished his 4-staff, so able to go for those longer range pickoffs if necessary. And they're going to smoke and move bottom. But this is going to be another 5-on-5 clash as they're also pushing in the bottom tower. Event, doesn't get hit with the Wave of Terror, not spotted out. And Batrider's in the area. Firefly, I imagine, is going to come up pretty soon here. And they're going to spot the Brew. They go for the Brew, go for the Brew. They're going to be able to get him with a lasso, but he's going to get swapped out very quick. And they're going to look to go. Doom comes out on the Legion Commander. The Batrider has gone down. So has the Skywrath Mage. They're dropping very quick. Echo Slam comes out from the Earthshaker, but unfortunately he doesn't do anything. And actually Sark dropping very low. Unfortunately, PL doing the smart thing, just kind of hiding there. There's not a lot he can do. Gonna have to back off. Oh, they find the Legion Commander, lifted up by the Panda, but manages to blink away, purges himself, pops the what am I trying to say? The Blade Mail here. Oh, the Slark with the bash! And 14 is going to be able to find that kill. And they get 4-0. Phantom Assassin is going to go cut the wave, it looks like. Has a TP ready. Can head out if she wants to. Maybe cut the wave again. And without this, they're not going to be able to push. So she is able to save the tower here.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
But nonetheless, we'll kind of have to wait and see what they want to do. I imagine, yeah, they are. They're going to go for the Roshan. They've got a Basher and a Scotty. This is going to drop very easily. They can hit him with the Drunken Haze, and his mischance is going to be quite high. We'll have to see. Panda's also getting an Ags, which is a little interesting. I'm surprised he's not going for the Auras, but I guess they have a Doombringer who also likes to build Vlad's AC. And Slark's just going to look to solo up this Roshan. With the Bashes there and the Scotty slow, going to do pretty well. Batrider actually blinks in, gets a lasso on him. They're going to look to go. They get a silence. Mystic Flare is there. They bring down the Slark. He's going to be dead for 70 seconds. And unfortunately, they decide not to stick around and help their Slark, and they pay for it. This is going to be a free Roshan going their way. They cannot fight this. They don't have Panda Split for another 17 seconds. Wave of Terror is actually just going to make this easier. Slark's going to buy back, and that's pretty big. Fissure comes out. It's going to block them in place. Blink Doom comes out onto the PA, but are they going to go for the duel? No, they don't. Batrider's still there. Does not. He's dropping very low. He's going to be able to force stuff the high ground. Has Stick Charge if he needs to pop him. They've lost their Legion and the Skywrath Mage. Batrider's going to get found, and they're going to go down. Off the buyback, you're going to be able to... Oh. PA drops to the Doom, it looks like. Fortunate there that she ticked down. I guess it was max level with an... Oh, it wasn't max level at the time, but it was with an Ags, so Tick doing a lot of pure damage and able to bring her down. 4-0. A buyback was spent, but I mean, he got an Aegis now, so they can look to push high ground with impunity, and he should be fine. We'll have to wait and see what Slark wants to do. Double 4 staff pickup from the ports on either team. And we're going to look to see the this tier 2 get pushed in. Doom's not up for 44 seconds, so they got to be a little bit careful, but they've got the Panda Split, and the Crow's coming out to him. This is tier 2's going to be forfeit, and they're probably going to back off of it. Maybe just look to farm up a little bit here. PA has an MKB though, and can do some serious damage. She keeps getting doomed. She almost should have gone Lincoln Sphere instead of the MKB. I think that would have helped her out a lot more. She might not have had the damage, but she would have had the extra health and survivability. I mean, a Phantom Assassin with Phase Boots is a very squish Phantom Assassin, as there's not a lot you can do. Very small health pool, and unfortunately, a little bit too glass cannon-y. Lark picks up a Bounty Rune. Always fun. And he's almost got his Abyssal. He's just 600 away from it. Actually, last 500 away from it. As PA pushes, or continues the farm. Legion Commander, what do you got? He's got an Ogre Club, so probably going for a BKB. He's got 38 damage, which isn't terrible. Unfortunately, though, he's given up 14 to the Doom. And we're going to see another, looks like a 5-man rotation coming out from SMK. They're going to loop through the jungle, and they're trying to find them. They've got a nice high ground ward here, so once the smoke breaks, they're going to get spotted. And, oh, it doesn't break yet. They must have just been on the edge. They're going to loop through. And Slark's going to spot them. Goes forward. He actually manages to pounce the PA. Doom's there. Doom's the Skywrath Mage. PA still alive somehow. Hasn't gone down. Wave of Terror is going to finish her off. And Earthshaker drops as well, taking a lot of damage. The Batrider drops as well. Legion Commander wasn't even out of the base. And that's a quick 4-0. 9-28 your score. SMK proving dominant in this second game. They're going to be very happy with how this game is going. Much more so than the first game. And it looks like, I imagine the series is going to end up tied 1-1. But, because, I mean, like, you look at the golden experience graph, it's just so strong, so far in favor of SMK. Now, they do have really solid base defense HP, that is, but unfortunately, when the Slark just walks up on high ground with an Aegis, doesn't care. He's got a Scotty, 4,600 gold in the bank. Unfortunately, eating some tower shots. It looks like he's going to just back off, let his passive heal him up. And he knows he's going to figure out that they have a ward here pretty soon. He's going to blink away. They get the mid-tier 3, and as everybody responds, Aegis is going to be reclaimed in 2 minutes. They might look to re-goose on this. And Slark's starting to turn around here. We'll see what he wants to do. Looks like they're just going to back away. Haste Rune has been spotted up here, so we'll see if they want to use that. I think they're going to give it to the Panda, who has his Ags ulti now. I'm not sure if he had it in the previous fight, but he does have it now. That extra duration and getting if he can go in, clap split clap. That's an immense amount of damage. Not to mention the Fire Panda being able to crit is very, very strong as it hits quite hard. And he's got the extra points in his, sorry, the extra couple seconds now from his ulti. He throws out a dagger, but it's just going to tickle the Slark as it doesn't crit. Earthshaker does not have a blink dagger yet, so good echoes are going to be few and far between. Dagger again, and Slark is just chipping away this tower. Creeps have showed up. Panda is off to the side. Can initiate if he needs to. He's got enough to start working on whatever item he wants next. Get most of the components here in a moment. Oh, Slark taking a fair bit of damage here. Has his ulti if he wants to pop it. And he's just going to back off and farm up. The nice thing is, though, they've got an Obs ward up here, so they're going to know he's there. Looks like he's going to burn the Aegis on the tower. It was going to get reclaimed very quickly anyway. Yeah, quite quick as it was. He's going to blink out as well. And maybe now they'll give a little more committed push to this, or they'll back off. We'll have to kind of wait and see how they go. You got to be careful if they back off. Batrider can Firefly down the edge here and come out like that. Drag someone that way. Could be. We'll have to see if he's going to do it here. So far, the positioning from HP is incredibly defensive. They don't want anything to do with that tower. Batrider's got to be a little bit careful, though. Looks like they're just going to take the tier 2 and back off. I mean, they're heavily in control of this game. There's no reason for them to force it. They don't have to go push high ground. Slark actually almost has a MKB of his own. Looks like that's what he's going for. Which, I mean, up against the PA makes a lot of sense to be able to clear that out a lot quicker. But the Abyssal Blade also would have been pretty good. I imagine that'll be his next item. Excuse me. Doom now has a Refresher Orb picked up, and Panda buys a Vlad. So all three of their cores picking up really important items. The Vlad's isn't that expensive, but it is a significant amount of damage and helps a lot in these fights. Not to mention when stacked with Avenge. Sorry about that. Stacked with the Vengeance Aura and an Alpha Wolf he decides to get one. Looks like he ate one of the small satyrs. Wanted the Purge for some reason or another, but nonetheless. They're going to back off. So he's now got 2 Dooms, and Panda's got... Oh, Panda already had a Vlad's. A little interesting. Or wait, no, sorry, yeah, Doom's got the Refresher, Panda's got the Vlad's. Not sure what I was thinking there. I just clicked on the wrong hero. But either way, if Doom eats a devours an Alpha Wolf, and then Panda's got the Vlad's on top of the Vengeance Aura, they're going to be plus 66% damage, plus 15 for that, so 81% damage, roughly, from all of the percent damage bonuses. So, I mean, everybody would just be walking around with almost a DD rune, which would be terrifying to deal with once the Vengeance is maxed. Not to mention the minus armor coming up from her, and then if either Panda or Doom picks up an AC, like if the game goes long enough, it's going to be pretty tough. We're going to start seeing people like Earthshaker just explode. Batrider as well doesn't have all that much armor. And Legion's got a fair bit, well, a little bit with the Blade Mail. Gareth has none. Actually 0 armor. But Slark, now Monkey King Bar is completed. Next will be the Abyssal, I imagine, then sell the Midas for something, probably a Butterfly, and then bots, and that's a 6-slotted Slark. They're just going to push down the mid lane, it seems. They're not going to wait for Aegis to respawn. We'll know here in a moment. Probably going to respawn in 2 minutes, I think, is what that big... Oh, no. Can respawn in minimum a minute, maximum 6. So we'll have to wait and see. He's got a Morbid Mask now, so if she gets a big crit, could heal herself up. And looks like they're just feigning the push. Gonna go forward and then back off. Nonetheless, the game has slowed down a fair bit. Kill score 9 to 28, so sitting just about 1 kill per minute. Or right on top of that, actually, but either way. And, like, when you're sitting like this, 5 heroes on the mid lane just waiting for it to end almost, it's very unfortunate. Looks like they pinged like that, something like that, so I'm not sure if they want to gank the Roshan pit. Go and check and see if it is. Oh, I think this is going to be a max respawn as it's ticking right there. We'll know in a second. That or it's instant. I'm not sure. And yeah, it's going to be a max Roshan. So Roshan not going to be up for another 3 minutes. Oh, they're actually going to spot each other. Batrider gets the Doom off, or gets the Lasso off. Echo Slam as well. They pick off the Brewmaster before he can split, and they get the Doombringer. Did he doom anyone? Yes, the Gareth Mage is going to die from that. Phantom Assassin is going to look to finish off the Vengeful Spirit. Unfortunately, she gets stunned. She's got her phase boots up. Gonna get in sight for a dagger. Gonna come out. Now just need. Oh, beautiful flame break. PA no does not get the crit. Legion Commander has a duel. Gonna clean up the Venge. Somehow they get 3 kills off that. The Panda's gonna buy back. He's got his ulti. Batrider's gonna get stunned. Clapped as well. Split comes out and there's a little bit of an interesting split. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Slark's hitting the melee racks. Buyback comes out on the Batrider. And they're chasing ghosts up there. Everybody's TP'd out. Slark's going to be able to get away. Legion blinking after him, though. Slark could turn this if he wanted to. Looks like he's going to back off. So Legion wins a duel. They get a kill. They only lose 2, I believe. Yeah, they lost 2, but they lost some melee racks here. So objective gaming from the Slark. And I'm going to say probably... I don't think that was worth it for the racks. I mean, whenever you get a racks, it's worth, but it's just a very, very expensive racks, that is. So, a little bit unfortunate there. But, nonetheless. Lucifer, he's got a Yules now, so good item on him. Slark now has an Abyssal Blade. Next item, Butterfly, then Bots. And, I mean, at that point, Slark is like God mode. But, either way. He's going to loop through. Gonna get spotted out, can pretty much kill anybody on the map 1v1. Unless PA gets incredibly lucky. He's actually gonna loop around. Batrider, blink. Oh, the Legion just misses him. Force staff forward, unfortunately not able to get the lasso. Venge was there as well. They get a fissure. Lasso connects on the Venge, so they're gonna be able to get 1, it looks like. Are they gonna duel this? Yes, they are. And that's gonna be 1 kill going their way. So Venge tanks the gank for the Slark. But in the end, that's not the kill they wanted. Oh, they're also gonna go for get the D ward, so... A little bit of salt in the wound of Vengeful Spirit. She's going to be a little annoyed with that. Roshan going to be up here in just a moment. Venge not going to be up for 30 seconds. So we'll see how fast each team wants to move in here. And they're going to know it's up. Panda's getting ready to blink in. He's probably going to blink in about a minute. Wait until its max spawn time has gone down. I'm assuming they have a clock for it. Like they took down a time, but either way. TA going for... Has a Missile Hammer, I'm assuming MKB. BKB. Roche, they're in it right as it respawns. Batrider's nowhere in the area. I imagine they know this is going on. PA's just going to wait on the high ground, though. A little bit afraid to go in. They probably saw them come in. That's they all had blinks. They could have just blinked in. But Ogre was looping around in front. They're going to ping it out. And Batrider, he's got everything up. He's just got to get over there really quick. Roshan's dropping so fast, they're not going to go for it. Firefly's activated. Bat's not going to look for it. Slark picks up the Aegis, drops his Midas, and they're going to back off. Looks like Ogre's staring at his Midas, unsure what to do. Slark drops the Scotty, sells the Midas, and now got 3,500 gold in the bank. So he's got a Scotty and buyback. I'm assuming we're going to see a top or bottom lane push coming up from SMK very soon. The gold graph and experience graph is pretty disheartening in favor of HP. Poor guys have been having a fairly rough time, but first game went very well for them. So hopefully they don't let this one get to them too much. I mean, they beat these guys once, and same for SMK though. They got kind of trounced in the first game, so it's good to see that they're able to prove that they're not so far outclassed. They're able to do the same thing right back. Get a good draft. Get a draft they seem a lot more comfortable with. This 14 seems a lot better off on the Doom than he did on the Centaur. He just wasn't able to do a whole lot. And I'm not sure if that's just because the hero was a bad matchup or if because maybe he wasn't comfortable in the hero. But either way, it looks like we're going to see a bottom push coming out. They've got double Doom as well as the Panda split. Doom, however, he's got a War Stomp. Lots of Blink Daggers up and ready. Slark's Purge comes out. He's going to be able to head back high ground in a moment here. Dagger. Legion picks up a BKB and probably going to have a much better time in this fight. Can BKB duel somebody if needed? And there's not a lot they can do about it. About all they can do is doom him, but after he's already used dual Y. Slark goes in, misses the pounce, and is going to purge the sticky napalm. Panda comes up, claps the creeps, blinks away before anything can hit him. And they're just going to keep doing this. I imagine with this one, they're going to look to go high ground. Panda has been positioning a lot more aggressively here. If they can get decent vision Go in like that. And maybe get a blink clap onto a handful of heroes there and a split as well. Should be good. Slark's going to pounce forward, not able to find anybody. But playing very aggressive. They want to go in for the kill, but the D push is quite strong from the side of the Radiant. They've got the Bat Rider with his Flame Break, as well as the Earthshaker and the Legion Commander with their Qs. Speaking of Legion, she's actually going to go top. Slark gets hit by a dagger crit, and Purge comes out. Oh, stun hits him as he's purging, so unfortunately doesn't do a whole lot. Bat Rider's Firefly is now worn off, unable to go forward. Panda's going to get his blink cancelled. Turned like he wanted to go. Slark's going to go in, gets a latch on the PA, but she's able to blink away and snap it. And they're going to back off. They use Shadow Dance. And Legion Commander's now in the area. Fissure's going to land on 2. I think they're going to back off again, though. Just kind of continuing the dance. Which team commits first is the one that's taking the risk here. But Bat Rider's going to have to go back for mana fairly soon. Have to wait and see how it goes. Doom still looking for that blinked refresher double Doom. Unfortunately, was only able to get one off last time before going down Slark. Again, just getting hit with all these debuffs, gonna pounce away. He can blink Abyssal if he wanted to. I'm kind of surprised he didn't last time. If he had Abyssal the PA, it would have been a kill on her, and the game probably would have ended with it. As take a look at buybacks, I guess she does have it, but her and Sky are the only ones. So if they kill any others, they're down for the count. Fissure's gonna come out. Bat thinks about the lasso. Unfortunately, not gonna go for it. Panda throws out some more Drunken Haze, and they're just slowly chipping down this tower. They're actually doing a very good job of it. They haven't overcommitted to any of these pushes. Slark always, whenever he walks high ground, walks up with Dark Pack activated. As soon as it goes off, he either blinks or he bounces away. He's going to get stunned up again here. It's going to come off, and he's actually going to get silenced up here, but they're not going on him. A wasted silence from the Skywrath Mage, and may happen. He's been doing alright, doing a lot of damage. Eventually chips down the melee racks. They're starting to wear him low, though, and the problem is, even if they kill him, he's going to come back with Aegis. Duel's going to come out. This is going to be enough. Oh, Swap comes out, but Slark goes down. Winner, Doom on the Agent Commander. Double Doom, though, and unfortunately, this is going to be the death of both the Earthshaker and the PA, as they both tick down to the Doom, which does not go away. That said, Doom's going to fall. Buyback on the PA. Looking to go in. Panda's there. Multicast on to Delaris. They lift up the Sky's Mage. He drops so fast. That said, so does the Vengeful Spirit. PA looking to go ham. Doing a lot of damage here. Gonna go forward. Gets a mini bash. A couple others. Silence comes out onto Panda. Another big crit for the Phantom Assassin. She's looking to make it a triple kill. Can she do it? Yes. No. Sky's Mage takes it. But they get 4 kills off the back of it. Slark is able to get away. Unfortunately, they lose their top tier 2 and their bottom set of racks. Phantom Assassin gets a lot of money and experience off that buyback, but I don't think it's going to be enough unless they can push to win the fight. But there's 4 buybacks up. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Looks like they're going to go for it, though. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait and see how they do. Clears the waves pretty quick, at least, when she gets a crit. Either way. So, Dire Tower, pushing, getting pushed in, and I mean, there's still tier 1s top and mid. It's tough. Clark's got 8,800 gold in the bank after all that was said and done. He can go pick up his butterfly and still have buyback if he wants it. Buyback by a lot. So, we'll see what he wants to go for here. How much would he get if he sold his treads? He'd have 1,400 for treads, so 700 more for that. 2,000 and 6,000 or so. He'd be close on buyback. He wouldn't have enough, but he's almost got enough to buy a butterfly and have buyback treads, buyback and bots on top of picking up a butterfly. An incredibly farmed Slark. I wonder if we take a look at the gold per minute. He's sitting at 722, so doing an incredibly good job. 30k net worth. He's 8k ahead of the next closest, which is on his team, and that person is 3k ahead of the Phantom Assassin. And props to HP for not just GGing out when it looked grim there. They're holding on, so we'll see how much they want to go. Slark's going to be boring and picks up a heart, so he's never going to be able to get killed now. He's got so much health, and Actually, not as much armor as I thought he would, but he does have a significant amount of health. Picks up a DD rune as well. They're pinging out the Batrider. They want to go on him. Unfortunately, unable to. And they might just go... I imagine they'll just walk up to the top and push that in. As everything they want is up. Actually, not. They're going to follow the Slark. Looks like they want to grab the creeps. Gonna just keep moving forward. Slark's going to cut the wave. The other one should be showing up here in a moment. And with this, I imagine... Oh, that is a very aggressive play coming from Scarlet Mage. They've got 3 of them smoked up. PA is in the base, so we're going to look to see a wraparound play here. This is very, very ballsy. This is the kind of make or break it play that they know they have to go for. Earthshaker does have a blink, so they can land a really good Echo Slam if they catch him from behind. The only downside is they want to get Doom. Doom is the target they want. Batrider sees him. Firefly, lasso, actually goes on the Panda. Gonna drag him back. Doom BKBs. He hasn't gotten off of Doom yet. Unfortunately, no one's gone down yet. Doom comes out onto the PA. She gets stun locked, and she's gonna go down. There it is. Big Echo Slam came up, but unfortunately not enough damage. And TM26, he's doomed up as well. They're gonna get the racks. It's gonna be a 4-man wipe. Unfortunately, that's gonna be all she wrote. GG, well played, coming out for SMK. They are your victors in this series. A best of 2 group stage went 1-1. And so, I mean, well played for both teams. And this is Cevo Open. Standard Meta Killers going up against the Hidden Power and SMK. They come up with a victory. Well played by both teams, and this is going to be a good night. I'm heading out. Not going to be casting anymore for tonight. As you've probably seen all game in the corner here, that is kind of sitting right there. That is me, Wolf Dota. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch, as well as, if you want, you can check out VODs of my stuff on YouTube.